Kobe Bryant is on the line. Oh, actually, we're gonna run a Kobe. We're gonna run a commercial real quick.
All right, go for it.
Erasing data now. Actually, never call in again.
Tex-Mex is garbage.
Right?
Yep.
It's fucking
Dude,
disgusting.
she's on that Texas-style meth. She's like seeing stuff that ain't there.
Tex-Meth.
I don't know.
Tex-meth. Teth-meth. I was supposed to work 3 hours ago. Anyway.
I know. You've had the
I'll do it. I'll go 5 more minutes.
Alright, so, recently the owner of the Lakers passed away, and they had like a tribute for him before the game.
Yeah.
Guess what song they played for his tribute?
What?
The
Now
most
they're up in
cliche
heaven?
Piece of shit song.
Gangnam Style.
No.
What?
It's the same song they play at graduations.
Time of Your Life?
What?
They played Good Riddance by Green Day.
Oh, what is it? 1995? What are we doing?
They literally played a song called Good Riddance.
Ew.
Oh.
The man that everybody loved.
What a crock.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But I actually had a question if that's okay.
Yeah.
Now that the Wii, PS3, Xbox 360 generation's over, what would be your golden age of gaming?
PS2.
I agree.
Other than when I was introduced to it, like NES, whatever, Dreamcast.
Right.
That was like magic for me. That was my That was when I realized I want to do video. I want to work in video games in some capacity for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I got a PlayStation was my first console I ever had.
Yeah.
I didn't have an NES. Oh, I did, but I never I just didn't play NES very much. I played it at a friend's house, but I got a PlayStation and loved it. I thought it was really good. And when the PlayStation 2 came out, I bought it, and that officially solidified myself as a console gamer for now. And then I got an Xbox, I got a GameCube, but that like solidified it, and I've gotten every console ever since.
Yeah.
The first console I got was N64, but I'd have to say that's probably my least favorite generation of consoles.
Yeah, that was when I fell out of video games. I saved forever for a 64, and it offered nothing to my sensibility. It was just, oh, Mario's fun. What's next? I just wasn't into games on that thing, and the PlayStation didn't really appeal to me either. For a while anyway, and then I was done. I was just like, yeah. I didn't play games for like years.
Really?
Well, yeah, kind of through like junior high until late into high school. But then the PlayStation started to get the Final Fantasies, and it was like, well, maybe this is okay.
When I got a PlayStation, it had already gotten the DualShock.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
it was later on in the PlayStation when I got it. But I didn't get a Nintendo 64 until they were $30 at GameStop in like 2001.
Wow. Yeah, I loved Rayman 1 as a kid. I played that game a couple weeks ago on my PlayStation. Yeah. It is a piece of shit.
Yeah, it's
Those
not
games
good.
Do not age well. Oh, it is so bad.
Yeah, they've come a long way.
And I looked at the reviews. That's like a 95 on Metacritic or something. It's not.
Wow. I hope that's out of 1,000.
No. Well, last question. What do you think would be the worst generation for you guys?
What, the worst generation of games?
Yeah.
That, PlayStation.
I agree.
And it's funny, that's Garrett's favorite. But I don't know, for me, the 64 PlayStation Saturn era was such a crippled, like, middle ground. Hey, we're figuring out 3D graphics.
The beginning of that, yeah. I came into the PlayStation era late, but when I see like early PlayStation games and stuff like that, and
yeah, they're really
Saturn.
That's how I feel about it.
My least favorite is one I never even experienced, but it was the like Atari and stuff.
Yeah.
But I never experienced that. I wasn't even born yet.
Yeah.
Make no mistake, some of my favorite games of all time are during the PlayStation Saturn 64 era, but just overall didn't. I don't know. I just felt like there wasn't enough power to do anything then. It just...
When you move from 2D sprites to 3, you have to start all over again.
Yeah.
You have to go because the Super Nintendo looks so good, and then they went, okay, we're gonna go to 3D graphics, and you basically have to start from scratch.
Yeah.
It looks so bad at the beginning, and then it gets better.
Yeah, it seems like most people's fare would be what they grew up with. I grew up with 64. I was a little too young when the NES came out, but going back to those is pretty hard.
Yeah, it's just it was an awkward transition.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you for taking my call.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your call.